Today we are going to learn types of directors. A company is a large entity and appointment of directors is mandatory. There are following types of directors: independent director, managing director, nominee director, additional director, alternative director, directors appointed before completion of term on directions, vacant position, appointment of directors elected by small shareholders, and female director. Independent director. Following provisions are made in the Company Act 2013. In every company, at least one-third directors of the company will be independent director. Central government may decide a minimum number of independent directors for a specified public company. The independent director means a person who is not a managing director or full-time director or a nominee director. Independent director is appointed from a data bank. Such type of data bank can be maintained by anybody which contains names, address, qualification of a person who are eligible and willing to work as an independent director. Institute or association, as may be notified by central government, a company has to select the name from this data bank. The company should take proper care at the time of selection and his appointment should be approved in the general meeting. The term of an independent director is for 5 years. The independent director can be reappointed, but for this special resolution should be passed in the company. It should be specified in a report of Board of Directors with reason that why the reappointment is essential. Any independent director would not be appointed for more than 2 terms. Independent director can be appointed after the gap of 3 years, but during this 3 years, he should not be connected directly or indirectly with any matters of the company. Following matters should be considered while appointing independent directors. A person appointed as an independent director by Board of Directors should be experienced, skillful, and an expert in his field. Such a person should not be a promoter of the company or its subsidiary companies. Such a person should not be a relative of any promoters or directors. He should not have any economical or financial relation with the company or its subsidiary company or with its directors or promoters in the last 2 financial years. He should not have any relation with the key managerial personnel for 3 years before his appointment as an independent director. Managing Director. A managing director is also known as executive director. In the modern times, a company is the best example of commercial organization. Management of a company requires business tactfulness, ethics, and business strategy. It is managed by Board of Directors. Members of Board of Directors spread over in different cities of the country, so they are not able to do day-to-day management. To manage daily routine work of a company, a managing director or a full-time director or manager is appointed. Managing director has to carry out the day-to-day functions of the company. Not only that, he has to carry out and execute policy decisions taken by the Board of Directors. The managing director is appointed by Board of Directors. As per the provision of Article of Association of a company, Board of Directors can be appointed nominee director in the following circumstances. The Board of Directors may appoint any person as a director nominated by any institution in pursuance of any agreement. The Board of Directors may appoint any person as nominee director nominated by an institution in pursuance of provision of any law. The Board of Directors appoints any person as director nominated by central government or state government by virtue of his shareholding in a government company. Additional director. Sometimes experts or technocrats are essential for company, but they are not included in the Board of Directors. At this time, according to the provision of Articles of Association, such person can be appointed as director at any time. But the person who fails to get appointment as a director in a general meeting would not be appointed. As an additional director, he or she should hold office up to the date of the next annual general meeting. Next we have is alternative director. Directors are appointed for the management of a company, but due to some reason, if a director goes out of the country for more than 3 months, a person is appointed to act as director, and this or that person is known as alternative director. An alternative can be appointed as per the provision of Article of Association or by passing a resolution in the general meeting. The person who is appointed as an alternative for an independent director, unless he is qualified to be appointed as an independent director as per the provision of the Companies Act, a person holding an alternative directorship for any other director can be appointed. Sixth is director appointed before completion of term on director's vacant position. As per the provision of Companies Act, if a director is removed from his post before completion his term or is unable to complete term, board or central government may appoint a director. Any person so appointed shall hold office only to the date up to which the director in whose place he is appointed and would held the office, if it had not been vacant. Director's post falls vacant under the following circumstances. Director removed in general meeting or in the meeting of board of directors. Director remains absent without permission in the board meeting for 12 months. Director becomes insolvent or expires or he is of unstable mind. When director has been declared disqualified by court. When director has been convicted by a court for an offence involving moral turpitude or any other offence. When director has direct or indirect financial interest or agreement in the company and he fails to disclose it. Private limited company may include other restrictions in their articles of association. Under the above circumstances, directors are appointed on the post that falls vacant. Is appointment of directors elected by small shareholders. As per the Companies Act 2013, a listed company may have one director elected by small shareholders. Small shareholder means a shareholder holding shares of nominal value of not more than rupees 20,000 or such other sum as may be prescribed. Moreover, as per the provision of Companies Act, a minimum of 1,000 shareholders should be there for appointment of the director. Eighth is female director. As per the Companies Act 2013, every listed company having a paid-up share capital of rupees 100 crores or more, such class or classes of companies as may be prescribed shall have at least one female director.